and it would be dependent upon the specific antenna and frequency. But on the receiving antennas, those rhombics had something like a 12, 14 decibel gain. And at the transmitting facility, which was operational after World War II, specifically for Middle East traffic to oil tankers in the Persian Gulf, we had a type of antenna called an H/2, which is similar to a Sdrplay curtain. It's actually a truncated short Sdrplay curtain. It had 8 elements in phase, and that antenna, likewise for transmitting, had approximately 12 to 14 decibel gain. So with 20 kilowatt transmitters, 20 kilowatts to the feed line, they were putting out an effective radiated power somewhere around 300 kilowatts. So we had a really killer signal out to the Persian Gulf. We had a number of antennas which were optimized for that specific direction, but we took traffic from the Caribbean, the Atlantic, and all the way over to the Persian Gulf and the Mediterranean. Go ahead. Roger, Russ. This is WA1WCC. Well, we not only had a good location for the antennas themselves, we had big antennas, but we are approximately 200 to 300 yards from salt water going out to the Atlantic Ocean. So the antenna takeoff range is east over salt water, which additionally contributes to the efficiency of the receiving antennas. And at the transmitting site, the antennas were physically built right on a tidal saltwater marsh. We had a vertical 300-foot tower for medium frequency, that's 500 kilohertz, the international distress frequency. And we also had our working frequency for the transmitter was 436. But on HF, it was mostly rhombic. That Sdrplay curtain, the H/2 I was telling you about, if you can just visualize a dipole, 2 dipoles, one vertically over the other, and then just repeat that over and over and over, that's a Sdrplay curtain. And the H/2 was basically 4 dipoles all in phase. So you basically had 8 elements with phasing matching sections. They put all 8 elements in phase, and that gave us the great 12 to 14 decibel gain. 73 Russ, thanks very much for the contact. Have a great evening, and our pleasure to work for you, and take care of yourself. Kilo Charlie 8, Lima Sierra Delta. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie, saying 73 Russ, and thanks very much. And now WA1, Land 100 RCA, Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie, standing by for additional calls. Kilo 0 Charlie and X-ray, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Harry. You're 559 in western South Dakota, about 25 miles from Mount Rushmore. To make contact with you, we're running 100 watts to an old Mosley TA-36. And my name here is Gary, Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee. Again, you're about 10 over F time, over.
Okay, sir, just verify your call. I missed one of the letters. Kilo 0 Charlie X-ray. Your full call?
Yeah, that's it. Kilo Zero Charlie X-ray, over.
Okay, Gary, very good. Fine business. I thought I missed a character. Kilo Zero Charlie X-ray. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie. You got a booming signal for 100 watts. You are a good 5.8. Perfect readability, excellent audio, and no fading. So 73, Gary, take care of yourself. Nice to talk to you, and enjoy the beautiful Black Hills. K0CX, WA1, WCC. 73, Gary, thanks a lot.
Yeah, 73, Gary. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie, slant 100 RCA, standing by for call.
Kilowatt 5, Juliet, Indigo, Mexico. Indigo, Mexico.
November 8, Foxtrot, Tango, Juliet. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie, 5757 here on Cape Cod, Massachusetts, at Marine Radio Station WCC. Go ahead. N8 FPJ, this is WA1 WCC, plant 100 RCA. Thank you, Jim. Thanks for your support, and it's our pleasure. We like to keep the history of the station alive. Even a lot of hams are not aware of the early maritime radio communication. And just as a side note, a lot of the procedures that we use on the ham bands come right from marine communication back from the old days. We use the same Q signals. We use a lot of Q signals that hams don't use, but the operating signals, the message format, and the procedural signs that we use are actually, a lot of those actually derive from landline railroad telegraph, and that history has been lost. In fact, the SK for actually the old American landline Morse sound for 30, the figure 30, which was the Western Union code for end of war. So 73, and thank you very much, Jim. I'm starting to get a little winded here. We're going to take a break for just a moment and regroup. So N8 FTJ, this is WA1 WCC. 73, Jim, and thanks a lot for calling. All stations, WA1 WCC. We're going to be off in approximately 1 minute. We'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, all stations, this is WA1 WCC, plant 100 RCA, Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie. We just running ourselves up in the Radio Shack, and the logger is ready. I'm going to call C2. This is WA1 WCC, plant 100 RCA, special event station at Chatham Radio WCC, Maritime Radio Station WCC. This is WA1 WCC, plant 100 RCA, standing by for call.
Bravo Tango.
Kilo 1 Delta Charlie Alpha. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie. Go ahead. Thank you very much, John. This is WA1 WCC. We're going to give you a 5.8. And yeah, it was me working you on 40 meters, and the static crashes from the impending thunderstorms got so bad, I shut the rig down. I was using Rig CR4C over there. I remember talking to you probably 2 hours ago. Ron's here. He was on 20. He's taking a little break, and he's doing the logging right now. So nice to talk to you again, Don. Pleasure to talk to you, and thank you very much. I love Roots. I live in Southern Rhode Island. Whenever we come up here, to stay. My girlfriend and I, we stay right up, right near the old general store. Where's that, 6A? Very good, no man. Thanks a lot. Take care, man. Thank you. This is WA1, WCC, Slant 100 RCA, standing by for further call. Okay, confirm the call sign. I think it's Kilo Foxtrot 7, Kilo Alpha Juliet. Is that correct? Over. Okay, that's memorable. Kilo Foxtrot 7, Sierra Oscar Juliet. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie. Year 57, perfectly readable. Here in North Chatham, Massachusetts, on Cape Cod, at Maritime Radio Station WCC, Chatham Radio. Name here is Harry, Harry. Go ahead. Very good, beautiful Billings, beautiful country out there, and nice, dry, high country. Thank you for calling us, Paul. Have a great evening. It's been a holiday weekend. It's our pleasure to call you, to contact you. Thanks very much. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie, Slant 100 RCA, standing by for call.
November 9 Echo, Tango Delta.
Kilo, November, mobile. Go ahead. No, sir. Okay, Whiskey Alpha 9, Kilo, November, Mobile 4. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie. No, sir. Station I was just talking to is in Montana. We are located on Cape Cod, Massachusetts, in the village of North Chatham. This is the original operating building for Marine radio station WCC Chatham Radio. We are right on Riders Cove, which opens up on the Atlantic Ocean. You are about a 5 by 5, but perfectly readable. Go ahead. Trailer with a portable generator back there. Good signal, nice and steady. Yes, the band is very squirrely today. In general, not very good condition. Nice to talk to you, Barry. Enjoy your holiday there near Louisville. And thanks very much for calling. Take care of yourself. Whiskey Alpha 9, Kilo, November, Mobile 4. This is WA1, WCC 73, and WA1, WCC, Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie, standing by for call. Kilo Charlie and Romeo Hotel. Kilo Charlie ending Romeo Hotel. Go ahead. Okay, I'm sorry. Station calling. We had some doubling. Station Kilo Charlie and ending Romeo Hotel. Kilo Charlie prefix, Romeo Hotel suffix. Go ahead. Try it again. Any station beginning with Kilo Charlie only. Go ahead. Okay, very good. Kilo Charlie needs to take care. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie. good evening. 589 signal 58 here in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, on Cape Cod, that is, in the village of North Chatham, Massachusetts. We are operating from radio station Chatham Radio, WCC, former maritime station. Name here is Harry, Harry. This is a special event station. Our designator, Slant 100 RCA, is for the 100th anniversary of the formation of RCA Corporation, which was the owner and operator of Chatham Radio, the premier maritime radio station here in the United States for most of the 20th century. Go ahead. Roger, Brian. Thank you very much. It's our pleasure, and it's a lot of fun working here on the special event days. We got a lot of interest. Just so you know, since you did just join us, for you and for other stations just joining us, although we do have some information about the history of RCA on the QRZ page, our association here, which we run and fund ourselves, we have a completely separate web page which has more extensive history of the station, about 5 pages of history, along with numerous photographs of the station going back to the original construction in 1914 all the way up through the early 1990s. You can access that history page at www.WCCARA, that's Whiskey Charlie Charlie Alpha Romeo Alpha.com. And you will have pictures of our ham shack as well, but primarily our interest is sharing the historical events and the early photographs of the station from its inception and its first days on the air as a maritime station in 1921. Thank you very much, Brian. Pleasure to talk to you. Thanks for your support, and have a great evening. Have a great holiday week. KC8LXS. This is WA1 WCC, Slant 100 RCA 73, Brian. Okay, Brian, thanks a lot. Take care. Break. Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Charlie. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie, Slant 100 RCA. Your big signal. 5-9 moving in here to Cape Cod, Massachusetts, in the village of North Chatham. Very good, John. Pleasure to talk to you, and thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend. Beautiful weather here. We're supposed to have some thunderstorms, but it looks like they've blown through for a little while. So, 73, thanks for calling us, and take care. BA3XC, this is WA1 WCC. 73, John. Bye-bye. This is WA1 WCC, Slant 100 RCA, Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie. Go ahead. Kilo 4, Kilo Lima Bravo. Okay, it looks like we've got a pipeline up to Ontario, Victor Alpha 3, Victor Mike Delta. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie. Good evening, 57 here on Cape Cod, Massachusetts, in the village of North Chatham. Chatham Radio, WCC. Operator's name is Harry, Harry, and I am aided here by my logger, fellow operator, CW operator, Ron. Go ahead. Yes, sir, Vito, we certainly do, and thanks for the good signal report. Right now, all of our equipment at the Association Club here, it's all our personal equipment. Right now, Ron's logging, but I'm actually using his rig, and he is running about 400 watts with an amplifier with a 3500Z tube. So he's got a crank down so we don't use up too much tube life. It's a kilowatt. He's got it down to about 400 watts out. And we're using right now a dipole approximately 110 feet above sea level, and we are about 300 yards from the ocean. So we've got a good antenna, but you've got a really booming signal in here. Thank you very much, Vito, and it's a pleasure to talk to you. Have a great evening. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Mike Delta. This is Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie. 73, Vito. Very good, Vito. Canada Day. Cheers to you. Have a great holiday, and enjoy your time off on the day. 72. WCC, slant 100 RCA, Whiskey Charlie Charlie, standing by for call. You are allowed, November X-Ray 2 Oscar, good evening, 5-9 here in North Chatham, Massachusetts on Cape Cod. Name here is Harry, Harry, special event station at Maritime Radio Station, Chatham Radio, WCC. Go ahead. Very good, Rick. Excellent audio. You punched right through. I don't know what you're using for a mic, but you've got a communications mic with excellent audio quality. Thank you very much for the call, 73, and it's a pleasure to talk to you. NX20, this is WA1 WCC. 73, Rick. Thank you. This is WA1 WCC, slant 100 RCA, Whiskey Alpha 1, Whiskey Charlie Charlie, standing by. Three Oscar remote, I believe, partial call sign. 3 Whiskey Alpha 3 Oscar remote. Go ahead. And Whiskey Alpha 3 Oscar, what is your name, please? Okay, Mike, this is WA1 WCC, slant 100 RCA. Nice to meet you, Mike. Yeah, the website for the full history of the station is at www.WCCARA. That's Whiskey Charlie Charlie, Alpha Romeo Alpha.com. Lots of photographs. That's probably the most interesting thing. And about 4 pages of the history from the first construction of the building campus here in 1914 to its first actual operation on the air in the year 1920 as station WSO. It briefly operated as a point-to-point station to Europe, but shortly thereafter in 1921, RCA dedicated this as a ship communication station for maritime traffic only. From 1921 all the way up to the time it was ceased to be manned in 1993. It was then transferred, it was remotely operated to the control site on the west coast at station KPH. But we were all here, radio operators at our